classic Let's Play for you today. 2 games for the Eagles. Let's dive into it. Alright everybody, welcome back to the Eagles. Today, 2 games. We've got FC Emmen, who are down in 17th, and we've also got Heerenveen, who are in 7th. Now, we've only kicked on a few games since the midweek episode. Last episode, we drew 0-0 at home to Roda. We then followed up with another 0-0. We then lost 1-0 at home to Utrecht. And just here, I thought, right, we need to change it. We're still not creating. We dominated possession in these games. Even though we're not conceding, we're not scoring, we're not creating. So we've made a couple of tweaks. Yes, we've just beaten by 20, but they were in the top half of the table. They've got a penalty after 3 minutes as well. I'm happy enough. Looking forward to getting through to the end of the season where we can reshape this squad. We're so lacking, I think, in terms of quality in attacking areas in particular. I think all the recruitment focus, by the way, Wednesday's episode will be a beauty. We're going to look at recruitment. I've already started going through my scouts. My head of scouting, or chief scout, will be leaving at the end of the season, and 2 other scouts will be leaving at the end of the season. We've got 4 scouts. I've just employed another one who can scout in South America. He's a Portuguese scout who can scout in South America. So we're going to have a real dive into the recruitment focus. That will be Wednesday's episode, where we're going to look at what positions we need in those attacking, sort of like 4 areas. Okay, that is that. The tweaks. We've made a few little tweaks to the tactic that we did in the last episode. The main one is changing. We've changed and dabbled with a deep line playmaker a little bit. I've just gone with a bog standard DM on support. I didn't want a halfback. 2 playmakers in there. I thought just having 2 playmakers in there will take away that register role a little bit. So we want someone to support the register. We've gone with the DM. I think one of the other bigger changes is we have altered the tempo. Our tempo is now a little bit quicker, and that has been the single most improvement in terms of creating chances, that our tempo has increased. We're moving the ball quicker, and we seem to open up teams a little bit better. We've also gone to a mid-block. I did find that the centre forward up there by himself, the shadow striker, was quite deep. Not quite deep, but a little bit behind. They weren't really pressing enough. I think ideally when you do a 4-2-3-1, especially when you're playing a shadow striker, I love to press in like a 4-4-2, and we haven't got that. So what I'm thinking of at the moment is we drop to a mid-block. It just keeps us a little bit compact. We won't get caught over the top. We don't press. We press often, but we're not going to press as much, obviously, because we're dropping off. We're allowing their defenders to have it. So I expect our PPDA to shoot up a little bit at the end of the season when we do our analysis. And then I think over time, when we become strong again and we're really good, then we look at increasing it. We look at going, high press in particular. It'll all depend on the quality that we've got in those attacking 4 areas. All right, so the tactic is simple. It's worked in our favour. We've struggled a little bit. We've had a couple of injuries. Mouvier's injured. We've really struggled on this right-hand side, mainly down to the fact that Hove's been injured. And Dina Embe, one of our highest earners, has had an absolute shocker when he has played at right midfield. What was his form? So he's 6.8, 6.3, 6.4, 6.3. Bearing in mind, 2 of those games we won convincingly, and he got a 6.4 and a 6.3. Okay. So, luckily, Hove, who is a jack-of-all-trades kind of attacking midfielder, he's going to go on that right-hand side, and that allows us to have an Antonucci. We've gone with Willemsen up there, the 6'4" shadow striker. We've gone up there with him. I am kind of thinking, at some point, we may dabble with a 4-2-4. We may dabble with, because we've got the strikers, and we haven't really got a decent shadow striker. So I'm thinking maybe we go a CF and a pressing forward together. I don't know. Shall we do it right now? No, we won't. We won't. We'll save that for another day. But what I might do is start another tactic with a press, maybe a presser and a complete forward up there together, just in case. It all depends on the recruitment in the summer. I do find it easier to get strikers in the number 10s as well, so we'll keep that in place. Also as well, we've got players like K. Mosa, who I would like to bring in. He's now 18 years old. We do need to start giving him a little bit more game time. I can't do that when we've only playing one up and we're playing with a complete forward on support. So, yeah, something to think about. We may even do it in the second game against Heerenveen. I tell you what, my mind's... No. Is it? My mind? No, we're going to leave it. We're fine. We'll leave it. Leave it, track. Leave it. So, Mulder, Dedge as well. We've taken off his run, sit narrow instruction. We've also changed the fullback on attack to wing back on support. So, there has been a few little tweaks. Yeah, I'm happy at the moment, though. The squad is okay. We're looking like a half-decent football team. And I'm also given the opportunity, even though we want to finish as high as we can, and a 9th place finish will probably see us getting that Europa League sort of like playoff competition at the end, which we haven't been in yet. Really good chance of getting in that, I think. It's important that we give people a go. And De Jong, with his creativity, I like to see him get as much as a go as possible. So we need to improve on his strength. Only 20 years old. I think he still might be able to be a real use for us in there. I'm really happy with the back sort of like 6. I think we've got enough. We will strengthen in the areas. We're going to sell a couple and maybe strengthen with a couple of backups. But I'm really happy with the goalkeeper. I need to get him signed to another deal. 2 centre-halves, Serrano, Dedge at right-back. He's okay. We maybe need to sign another right-back. I'm tempted to go... Okay, well, let's go let Mbedimbe and see what he's like as a wing-back on defence. See if he can get a little bit of form. If not, he will definitely sold in the summer. Right, enough talking. You're here for just Let's Play. Classic Let's Play. 2 episodes. Not 2 episodes, 2 games. I want, like, 6 points. I want 6 points, and I want us to put a performance. These are second bottom. These are the games now. New tactic. We still should dominate. We've given up a lot of possession. In particular, the win against Canberra, we had like 37% possession. I thought that, obviously, we're going to lose a little bit because we're not getting the ball back as quick because we're playing with the mid-block. But we still did get enough of the ball when we played Utrecht. Shame we've not got moving. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about the 4-2-2, 4-4-2 or the 4-2-4, whatever you want to call it. Let me know the thoughts down in the comments. We've got Noll, we've got Uldekis, the Latvian striker as well. So it maybe makes sense for the last 13 games because the shadow striker is, he's, see, here. They've obviously got an overload in here, so maybe he's not really doing anything. He's not really helping us out there. I do feel like another striker in there. Obviously, if we go 2 in there, though, that does leave 1, 2, 3. They're going to have a 4v2 in there. What system are they playing? Oh, that's the striker. Is that the striker? Where's Zikovic? Oh, there's a striker coming deep. So I think that's probably more because it's more of a kickoff highlight. We'll see. Right, Araujo's managed to run all the way across the pitch. Davila. We don't want to concede a goal in the first minute, do we? No, we don't. Mulder. Good save. So we'll keep our eye on that movement at the shadow striker. If something comes up in the summer, I am trying to sell Noll, get him out of the door so we free up the wages. I don't think we need 4. We definitely don't need 4 strikers when we're playing with 1. We have had 76% possession. Absolutely nothing creativity. We are going to change it at half-time. We're going to go 4-2-4, boys. We're going to do it. We're going to get K. Moser on because he gives a little bit of pace. He does know where the back of the net is. He always looks quite direct when he plays as well. Tedic, the other striker, I think has been quite unfortunate. He gets horrific sort of like average ratings, but I do like the little... He drops off quite well. He pops balls off. I do like what he does. He holds the ball up really well. So I'm liking, even though his average ratings don't really show it, I'm actually really happy. If we look at Tedic, his form as a complete forward, 6.2, 6.5, 6.5, 6.4, 6.9, 6.8, 6.9. So he's playing a little bit better the last 3. He's obviously getting used to the role a little bit. But let's do it. So let's move Tedic out to this, sort of like the left of the 2. Let's get Moser on. K. Moser. Not fancied at all. But I do think, let's just go advance forward. But look, he's only 18 years old. He's valued quite highly. But, he's 13 finishing, 12 first touch. We need to improve on his techniques a little bit. Passing is 4. Jesus. Okay. Flair 16, teamwork 15, 13 work rate, 14 pace. I just think maybe 15 acceleration might just be able to just stretch the play a little bit for us. I think we do need to go and try and sign a better version of him. Just an advanced forward who's got a little bit of pace, can finish really well. Right, can we create something? Emmen have had 12 shots, it says, with an XG of 0.77 with 25% of the ball. So once again, creation of chances is still a little bit of an issue for us. We're going up to the 75th minute, boys, and we've not had a bloody highlight for you. Right, let's change it. Let's get Uldekis on. And to be honest, we can't do much else. Let's just go Rost on that side, just for a change, just to see if anything will spark us into life a little bit. We're going to ask for a demand more. These are second bottom as well, so it's a little bit of a disappointment, this. Okay. Not the start we wanted. We've not lost. We didn't really look like losing, but it's a bit smelly, that, isn't it? I do think as well, we've got I'm not really bothered about the European football yet, even though we're in season 3. Next season needs to be that season where we really push at sort of like this area here, the best of the rest, I'm going to call it. We sort of like, I'm including Feyenoord, Ajax, Eindhoven, AZ, and Twente as the top 5, and then us sort of like being in around that 6th to 10th position that we're in now, and really, you know, we could do with maybe another 10 points more. There's obviously a 10-point gap between Utrecht, so they're becoming like one of the big 6 now. Let's just copy the tactic over, and let's just do it with a centre forward, eh? Let's put him as a presser. And what we'll go with the big 2. I think K-Mosa's maybe good coming off the bench, but we have got a Drulkis. So let's go Drulkis up there. He can be the CF. Says he can't do it, but he can. He can. Or he's gonna have to do it. And just go with something like that. Brilliant. Right, Heerenveen next. They are 8th. A win for us will go right behind them. We need to get that goal difference a little bit better as well. Happy-ish. Right, and we're back. And as you can see, our preparations have been kind of ruined because Tedic is now injured. Out with, I think, a damaged heel, so he's out for only a couple of weeks. But that's disappointing. To be fair, he's finishing 10. Jesus, I didn't realise his finishing was that bad. Okay, what was I thinking? To be fair, he's a really good all-rounder. I definitely do want to keep him. Unless, to be fair, if someone comes in with a 5 mil bid, then we'll have some of that. But he's the striker that I do actually want to hold on to out of the 3. Okay, so we are going to have to go... We're going to have to go Knoll, even though he's transfer listed. I do think Moser is going to be better off the bench. So the last 2 games you've witnessed, boys, you've seen 2 0-0s. Heerenveen looks like they're in bad form. I'm sure that was 17th in the form. Us on the other hand, the last 5, not so bad. Yeah, they're in horrific form. Absolutely horrific form. What I do think as well with the Eredivisie, I think you can get there. You know, apart from the big boys, you know, Feyenoord, Ajax and PSV, I think all the other teams are quite beatable. And I think that's what makes this league quite exciting. I think when you're in some of the big leagues, you're like, oh, another big team, another big team. I think a lot of you can get a run together. And I think next season will be the season. Right, let's see. Let's watch how this 4-4-2, 4-2-4 kind of develops. Knoll dropping off. Look at De Jong with the switch as well. That's the vision and the passing technique. Uljakis is in. Oh, we've hit both posts. We've pretty much hit both posts there. Okay, good football, boys. Good football. I need to get an Eagles shirt, don't I? I need to get an Eagles shirt. I need to make that happen. Okay, there we go. Half-time, 0-0. 59% possession. So we're still getting in possession. Remember, that is important. I think for us as a philosophy, we want to be ball heavy. We've had a couple of decent sniffs, 6 shots. Can we nick a winner in this second half? I do honestly think if we can get some better players in them attacking 4 areas, you know, another centre forward, 2 really good wide players, then I think we may be okay next season. Not okay, we'll be good next season. We've got enough bodies in the middle of midfield. I said another bodies maybe, so we're looking at maybe 4-5 signings to really bolster. We have got a couple of people leaving, but you know, we don't need a massive squad. With us playing 34 games and a cup, no Europe, we don't need. Right, by the way, I'm talking and we're on the 83rd minute. Well, let's get K-Mosa on. Let's change it a little bit. We'll go to we'll go to staggered 4-2-3-1. Let's get Markello on. Let's just get Kuipers on at left back. Just anything, just to change it up. Anything. Complete control. We are defensively really good with this 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2. I've given you 3 0-0s in a row, boys. Okay, right. Let's have a chat. First of all, absolute apologies for this. But I think it shows you where we're at the moment in terms of, I suppose, quality of player. Like, look at the player that they've got. Heerenveen scored 13 goals. He's not much better than us. He's not a massive amount, but I would say he's better. Who's this Moha? Average. Okay. So, things to ponder. 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We'll see you next week for the recruitment drive. Get those comments in early because I really want to. This is coming out Sunday night. I really want to sort of like make the video for the next episode on Monday night. So you've got like 24 hours to get it watched. So make sure you get your thoughts in the comments for this one as quickly as possible. All right, guys, take care. See you later.